Ladies and gents, welcome to UX, and this is world's most powerful militaries. Okay, this is a bit different video than I've been doing. I like watching videos like this. It's been a while since I did a video like this, like top something, right? Top fives. I used to watch top fives a lot, like top five scariest sounds of World War II, top five scariest sounds of Vietnam War. This is like top five militaries. I think it's five, but I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know I was gonna post today or not. Like, yeah, I was gonna go out. Like, I finished 1 billionth second today. At least that's how people say it. I think it's 31.7 years, not 32, but yeah. So yeah, I didn't know if I was gonna have time to make a video, but yeah, let's do small one. This is a 8-minute video. Most powerful military. Let me guess. America, China, Russia, India. Oh, fuck me, what's going to be the fifth one? I don't know. I know the four. Like, what is this? Germany the fifth? No, Germany is not the fifth, right? Like, it's even though it's like a major economy. I don't know which is like, is it going to be South Korea? Oh, what's going to be the fifth, man? I don't know. If it's top five, if it's top four, then I'm right. Okay, let's go this one. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget like and subscribe so I know which type of videos to react to more. I'll watch many type of videos like, I started this channel as a history channel. I watch science, video gaming. Recently like news because of AS1 and things. Usually I don't get news. Like I don't watch news channels a lot, obviously. It's like enough depression. But yeah, the news, geopolitics. So yeah, I watch many different type of videos. So if you want to do any reaction, comment down. Don't spam it. Like, I'll put it on watch later list and I'll get to it. But yeah, let's do this one.
Militaries in the world. The ranking is based on manpower, land units, naval strength, and air forces. If you're wondering where North Korea and Kim Jong-un ranks, they're only 30th on the list. Sorry, Kim. These are the top 5 militaries today. Well,
only 30th. How the fuck? Like, okay. I mean, makes sense. 30th. Yeah.
Welcome to Explained.
Where is
Let's start with
Iran?
number 5, Japan. For
Japan,
a country that's only
what?
as big as California.
No way, Japan is at 5th? That surprised me. Because like Germany, I always assume after World War II, most of the allied countries like America and like probably put pressure on Japan and Germany that they don't build their military so much. So it's surprised that Japan is at the 5th place. Just to show you, like if there was no restriction, they probably would have been like really top or something. I don't know. Because yeah, they were the Axis. What were the Axis? No, they were the like opposite of America. That's why the bombs and everything. So it's surprising that they're at 5th, right? There's a reason why Germany is not at top 5, because Germany is like the third biggest economy in the world. It's German engineering. That's what Germany is. Before World War I, Germany was a scientific hub. So Germany should like both World War. It's like Germany is in the center of it. So Germany, there's a reason why Germany is not in top 5, because like people are like, oh, you're not doing this. So I assume similar thing would have happened to Japan. I don't know.
Japan proves that size doesn't matter. This island nation has a defense budget of $47 billion per year and 309,000 military personnel. And this includes active, reserve, and paramilitary forces. But don't be fooled by these small numbers. Its army has more than 1,000 tanks and 5,500 armored vehicles. This includes the AAV-7 amphibious assault vehicle that can
compared to the bigger countries like India, China, USA, Russia, like this is this like kind of smaller number. But then again, I'm pretty sure Japan is like some kind of treaty with the USA, I'm gonna guess, where USA will help Japan or something. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Troops from ship to shore and through rough water. And they also have the Type 16 maneuver combat vehicle that's lightweight and fast, but capable of taking on enemies twice its size. Japan's Navy has over 155 assets. That's as much as the UK and German navies combined. It has the second largest fleet of helicopter carriers and 22 vessels dedicated to planting.
Ah, damn UK. UK used to be the largest navy in the world for centuries. How far it has fallen, man. It spanned over a third of the world, right? And Navy was its like flex, British Navy, like God.
Underwater mines that can sink unsuspecting ships. Japan is also working on 2 new anti-ballistic missile destroyers worth $4.8 billion. That's going to be among the biggest in the Pacific region. Its air force is very well equipped as well, with attack helicopters like the AH-64 Apache and F-35s from America. Japan is also working on its own fighter jets dubbed FX for now, that experts say will be better than many Russian and Chinese aircraft.
That's from Northrop, right? That's from Northrop. Like those people who were like, what was it, like F-34, F-30? No, wait a minute. YF-23. People say like it's gonna be another version of that because those people are making it.
But when it comes to overseas military bases, Japan has only one in the Republic of Djibouti. Number 4 is India. With 1.3 billion people, India has one of the largest populations in the world. So it's no surprise that it also has the
largest. It's not one of the, it's the largest. It surpassed China. I don't know if that's something to like clap about. No, it's not something to clap about. Like, I don't know where that's gonna go. But for now, like more young people than anywhere else. So economy wise, yeah, okay.
largest military manpower with over 5.1 million personnel.
Damn.
Its defense budget is $49 billion, and while it develops its own firepower, it also buys weapons from other countries, especially Russia. Let's look at its army.
That's not completely accurate. Yes, Russia is the largest provider because like we have like really good relations, and Russia is like one of those people like, okay, you know what, India, for you, fuck it. Like we'll give you, not just give you weapon, but we'll give you like blueprints type of thing where you can make yourself type of thing. S-500 is being made like that, so India can make it themselves. That benefits Russia and India, right? With the, they even said about like Su-57, like we could give you where you can integrate your own weapon. Su-57 is not great compared to F-35 or something, but at least integrating your own weapon. When it comes to logistics, like anybody who knows logistics would know, like it's not just about buying equipments. If you can integrate your own things and domestically make, that's a bigger flex than anything else. Like you need that shit. Because otherwise you rely, like it's Pakistan thing. Pakistan relies completely on China. If China says, fuck you, Pakistan is screwed. That's not the case with India right now. Like India is like diversified enough, right? So India is buying a lot of Russian things, yes, but there is equally buying, not Japan, maybe Japan, I don't know about Japanese thing, even though we have really good relation with Japan. French, Israeli drones and things, and many other European countries. Japan is like really big in India. Like I make factories, I know like make a lot of, like Japanese factories here. So Japan's factory, especially in my state, there's a lot of it. And I'm pretty sure I saw the stat one day where now we crossed the level where most of the Japanese cars that gets used in Japan is made in India now. That wasn't the case just 4 years ago. So Japan is really investing in India. So when it comes to India-Japan relationship, it's like insanely strong.
It has tanks like the T-90 Bhishma that can drive on almost any kind of ground, and long-range artillery guns like the Danush that
again, T-90 Bhishma. Bhishma implies like, I don't know how to say this, like completely like atomizing someone type of thing. Why is it called that? Because it's integrated into Indian domestic thing. It's not just buying from Russia. It's like they give you ways to make yourself type of thing. This is one of the biggest strong points why to buy from Russia.
Fired 3 missiles in 15 seconds. India is also nuclear powered with an intercontinental missile called the Agni 5. And it has a supersonic cruise missile built with Russia called the BrahMos that travels 3 times the speed of sound. With a 7,500 kilometer coastline to protect...
The BrahMos is the one when the last attack happened with India-Pakistan, where India basically blew up most of the cities, like Navy bases and shit. Before Pakistan had to run to Trump to like negotiate. Fair enough, like peace is peace, whoever does it. Yeah, India finally used BrahMos. Before there was stealth missiles, Scalp, Hammer and all that, but in the end, like fuck it, we're using cruise missiles now, so use BrahMos, which is like insanely accurate in this context. Obviously, like China, USA has better missiles than that.
The Indian Navy plays a key role in its defense system. Among its warships is a massive Russian-origin IAC-1 aircraft carrier that can carry up to 30 MiG-29K aircraft, 17 submarines, 3 of which are nuclear. India's also made big investments in its air force, buying a fleet of French Rafale fighter jets that can launch attacks 150 kilometers away, and a large fleet of American...
Yeah, India's buying more Rafales for the aircraft carriers now, because aircraft carriers like lacking when it comes to planes. It's very old tech. So India's acquiring Rafale now. Again, people are like, oh, yeah, Rafale, like, this is like one of those like shit like, oh, Rafale got shot down. Again, context. How India was doing, even the best plane in the world gonna get shot down if you're doing with your hands tied or shit like that. If you're full-blown attacking, you take out a lot of like defensive things before you use a plane like 4.5 generation. It's not even a stealth plane, so it's not a surprise it got shot down. But like it's demonstrated that Rafale is one of the best, if not the best, 4.5 plane there is, right? Alongside F-18, I think F-18 Super Hornet. So there's a reason India is buying it, right? It's not like India can use their money with any place else. India can say, fine, we're not buying Rafale, we're buying something else. But no, India buys Rafale because they're really good.
American MQ-9 Reapers. In terms of overseas bases, India has set up in 9 countries and is reportedly setting up a new secret base in Mauritius. The third on our list is
That just increased because of China. China is trying to dominate Indian Ocean, and it's a risk to India. There's a reason it's called Indian Ocean. Not because it's India's, because India is more vulnerable. Most of the surface you see when India's borders is in Indian Ocean. So if China dominates Indian Ocean, India's fucked. So I have to do this for defense reason.
China. China has a defense budget of $250 billion.
What? China is third? I would thought that would be second. Russia is second. How? China, look at 250 billion. That is Chinese thing, by the way. This money doesn't say the whole picture. Like 250 billion, how? They use a lot of domestic things, so it's cheaper. So that would be equivalent to like a 500 billion American dollar, right? Because America has to like get a lot of things from overseas, which is going to cost a lot. Profit margins and middle parties and all that shit. China doesn't have to worry about anything because first of all, communistic country, profit, this is for the country, shut the fuck up. So it's going to be very cheaper. It's their own thing from their own country. They just have to mine it and use like rare earth elements and shit like that. So 250 billion might as well be 500 billion, right? So how is China third? I don't understand this metric that he's using here.
And not surprisingly, has over 3.1 million military personnel. Its land forces have the second largest fleet of rocket projectiles and self-propelled artillery. In fact, China has some crazy tech like corner shotguns, but it's never really shown off its military strength until 2019.
Those are toys.
China put some futuristic weapons on display like an intercontinental ballistic missile that has a range of 14,500 kilometers and can carry 10 nuclear warheads. And in July 2021, China tested a hypersonic missile that circled the globe in space before hitting a target in its own country. China's navy is the largest in the world. It has more submarines than any other country, 6 of which are nuclear. It also has 2 massive aircraft carriers and
again, the number, not by tonnage. Like, what does that even mean? USA has like 12 aircraft carriers, right? More than 12 now because they're making Ford one as well. The older one they already have. They're not going to decommission until they have all the Ford one. Right after Trump just did the Iran thing, it's just going to amp up. I'm pretty sure they're making more I just saw Sandbox's notification. They're making more B-21 Raiders. Yeah. Of course they are. Why would they not?
Type 022 missile boats that are designed to deflect radars from fighter jets. Now, having numbers is great, but we all know that any warship is only as good as its weapons. Knowing this, China is working on a weapon called the electromagnetic railgun that can strike a target 200 kilometers away at a speed of 2.5 kilometers per second. Its air force is also rapidly expanding.
China might get caught with oversimplification issue. Where they try to use something too complicated, and when warfare happens, they all fail. Like, what's the point of all that? Like, like implement it slowly. Like, yeah, always be at frontier, but implement it slowly. Like, don't just put it there. Like, you might get caught with your pants down, type of shit. There's a reason why America's not doing it. America would be easily be able to do this. America has nearly twice as economy of China. America is the science. Most of the science and technology that comes out in the world, all the weapons and military technology, basically comes out of USA.
China has 4th generation Su-35 fighters from Russia, J-20 stealth fighters, and combat drones like the Sharp Sword. Also, in its final stages is a stealth bomber called the H-20 that experts are comparing to some of the US's most advanced drones.
3-engine one.
In terms of geographical advantage, China only has 1 military base in Djibouti with 400 to 500 military troops. The second most powerful is Russia. Russia's military has one.
Really? China just at that base, that's it. Like, everything else is like commercial, right? It's for the business, man. That's what it is. In Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, it's just for business. No way military thing is going on there. Definitely not. Okay. This shit is next level, man. Look at that. That's why Japan 47, India 49. I mean, like, India just overtook Japan's economy, so that way, economy-wise, like, kind of makes sense. Wait a minute, India doesn't have 49 billion. I'm pretty sure it's like 70 plus by now, and they're thinking of making it 100 billion. So this feels outdated. 250. I'm pretty sure they were like more. No, I don't know. They could be a 300 plus or something. But yeah, China. Look at the flying way high, right? Yeah, India's military is 5 million. Like, come on.
1.3 million soldiers and a defense budget of $154 billion. Well, let's talk about Russian weapon technology that has caught global attention. Its main military tank is the T-90, and its Contact 5 armor can apparently withstand an attack from an American TOW missile. Russia has short-range ballistic missiles like the Iskander and rocket launchers like the Grad and Smerch. It also has the second largest navy. Its warships carry the deadly Caliber cruise missile, and its K-222 nuclear submarines are the fastest in the world. Not to mention the massive aircraft.
Did you just say second largest navy? What are you talking about? So China is the largest, Russia is second, what, US is third largest navy? Is that what you're saying? What you even talking about, man?
Carrier it has.
Is that misheard? What the fuck?
Smerch. It also has the second largest navy. Its warships carry the deadly Caliber cruise missile, and its K-222 nuclear submarines are the fastest in the world. Not to mention the massive aircraft carrier it has called the Admiral Kuznetsov. When it comes to Russia's Air Force, it has Tu-160M bombers, Su-35 fighters, and over 300 attack helicopters like the Ka-52.
Yeah, a lot of this information is outdated now. Less certain shit that has happened recently, but yeah.
It's also working on a new stealth bomber known only as Pak-Da. But what enemies really need to watch out for are the Kinzhal hypersonic aeroballistic missiles carried by the MiG-31K interceptors. Outside of its borders, Russia has at least 8 known military bases. Finally, at number 1, we have the USA. The US has just over 1.8 million military personnel, and while the number isn't as large as China and India, it is the world's best fighting force. Here's why. America has a budget of
Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. This kind of makes sense, right? Like India having 5 million soldiers, like 1.4 billion people, they have to. China having just 3 billion, like you also have 1.4 billion, like why just 3 million? Like I don't get it. Russia 1.3, that's probably outdated now after like 2-3 years. Or there's just, I'm pretty sure like they're running out of people. That's why they're doing conscription and things. So when it comes to Russia, like I don't know what that means. Numbers and all that, like with the Navy and I don't know. 1.8 million of United States makes sense, yeah.
$770 billion, and its weapons technology
I'm pretty sure with the recent budget it went to 900 plus. Trump's great beautiful bill or whatever that is.
Comparable. For starters, the M1A2 Abrams tank are the most feared on the battlefield. But the biggest device on the US stockpile is the B-83 nuclear bomb that can deliver 1.2 million tons of TNT. It's also developing some new weapons, one being the Excalibur.
1.2 million tons or 1.2 megaton, like that's not that big, like, man, compared to like what Russia can do. Russia can throw 50 megatons. I'm pretty sure 50 million tons. It could be what is that called? A scatter technology, MIRV, or whatever. I don't know, something like that. But I'm pretty sure USA invests in like smaller nuclear bombs, while Russia does it in big one. They were doing tests recently for the 50 megaton bomb, which is basically it's a Tsar Bomba. That's was the biggest one there is. They're doing similar thing again. So just by output, I think Russia would have higher, but like I don't know, the technology, the accuracy, I don't know where that would go. See, the thing is, Russia is now in wartime economy. And you can say anything about Russia, but the reality is there's a reason why Russia is considered technology-wise going toe-to-toe with USA for decades now. There's a reason like, S-400, S-500 is one of the best system in the world, right? It was tested in India-Pakistan thing. Obviously, India used a lot of like indigenous thing as well, but they were also kind of like, like trained and like kind of made alongside S-400 and certain Israeli things. So it's like weird mutant child of S-400 and like Israeli Iron Dome, Akash system and things like that. Right, so it worked really well. So S-400 worked really well. S-500 is even better when it comes to detection and things. So yeah, the shit Russia makes works, right? In the end, like, do they have manpower? Do they have money? That's a separate talk, but technology-wise. So yeah, I don't know. Like that 50 megaton thing is insane. Especially was the like Poseidon bomb they have, right? Poseidon submarine bomb. They can literally launch underground like a torpedo. That can blow up city from underground. This shit is like from James Bond directly. I don't even know what to say that.
S missile that can be fired at a target 70 kilometers away. That's like firing from the Statue of Liberty in New York and hitting a target in Princeton, New Jersey. The other secret weapon being tested is a 300 kilowatt laser gun that can take down drones
everyone's
and
doing
floating
that.
targets.
China, USA, right? Even India is trying with the laser thing. I don't know where that's going. But yeah, everybody's trying out laser. Laser is a new fad now, I guess. New next thing. Not fad, next thing. They're going to do that. It just makes sense to do that. Because you want to take out drones, ballistic, anything physical things is really hard. How are you going to target it? Laser is insanely accurate, so why not?
The US Navy is top notch, and its biggest advantage is its 11 aircraft carriers that can hold up to 60 fighter jets each. Oh, and let's not forget their nuclear capable submarines. The most impressive part of the American military is its Air Force. It has F-35s and F-22s and a large fleet of B-1 and B-2 bombers. But it doesn't stop there. The US have quiet and lethal drones like the MQ-9 Reaper, which is designed for high altitude and long duration missions, the MQ-25 Stingray that can refuel up to 4 F-35s mid-flight, and the X-47Bs that can take off from warships. In terms of overseas bases, the United States has more than 750
Bases?
across
What
80
bases? This is not called bases. This is called like spreading across the planet. That shit is insane. Like they're everywhere, right? Look at that. Like I don't know why they're not in South America. Like maybe okay, this is a 2D map. If you make it in a globe, South America kind of like pulls down way below. So maybe that's why like what war's gonna happen there type of thing. Maybe. But yeah, Canada and like everywhere basically except from India and Russia, I guess. Yeah, they are basically everywhere. They're not in India because why would you want to? Like it's like near Indian Ocean. There you go. Like what is it called? I forgot the name of that. Right where the B2s was stationed. Sand something like that. Right? I forgot the name. But yeah, basically they are there. They are there. They are here as well. Right? They can choke entire planet if they want to. That's a flex.
That's more than all the other overseas military bases of other countries.
750. Okay. Japan has 1. India has 9, which is like a surprise. I didn't even know like that we had 9. China has 1. Yeah, right. Russia has 8. US has 750. Okay, so I understand because of like Cold War, USA had this many bases. What the fuck was Soviet Union doing? Iron Curtain hurt Russia a lot, by the way, because they didn't care about anything else. Like it hurt economy wise, it hurt like just like brain drain and like that wise. Like they could have had USA had a great advantage where like everyone around the world, all scientists can flock to USA and they can take advantage of that. Economy, they can take advantage of that. They could put bases everywhere. Well, Soviet Union just blocked everything. That was like big blow, right? Otherwise, Russia would have the similar bases because like that's what Cold War was. This is why US has 750 bases. That happened during the Cold War.
Combined. The destructive capacity of these weapons is scary. And while countries around the world continue to update their weapons technology, it's important for world leaders to choose peace over using firepower.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, I saw Oppenheimer, and in the end of the scene, and he basically it reveals like what he says to like Einstein, just like, yeah, do you remember like we were afraid of like how we might ignite the atmosphere, we kill everyone? We basically destroyed the world. I think we already did, implying that we created nuclear bombs and that's going to kill everyone. See, scientific fields or any scientific discoveries are like discovering lands. They exist. If you don't do it, somebody will. That's inevitable. Scientific discovery can happen anywhere. Like it doesn't get tied to something. It's not like if one person doesn't do it, next won't. Science is just there. It exists. You just need to discover it. So nuclear bomb was inevitable. Power of atom was inevitable. There's no way in hell. If they didn't do it with Manhattan Project, somebody else would have. And like maybe things would have been much different. But yeah, bombs would have existed anyway. Right? So this whole mentality like, okay, scientists, if they don't invent it, doesn't happen. It's this like saying if I close my eyes, nothing exists. No, it's still there. You just closed your eyes. Doesn't matter what scientists do. Like somebody will basically find it out, right? Science can happen anywhere. A teenager who's like insanely smart, like how Sheldon is portrayed in the show in Big Bang Theory, a teenager like that could basically in his shed do something if he gets hold of enough things. right? Like this is not that weird thing, right? So yeah, weapons are going to be discovered, right? If there are more worse weapons in the future, they will be discovered. It's just like people need to like like understandably like create enough regulation, enough things that they don't get used. Otherwise, in the end of the day, it's just all human nature. If we're gonna die by that, we're already gonna die. Like this, there's nothing we can do about it. Right, well, that was world's most powerful military. Surprising, man. I didn't know about, like, I didn't know that China has the most powerful navy. Russia had the second. US have probably third. I don't even know what the fuck that's about. I don't know what metric is that. Like he said in the start of the video, the metric he used, but I don't trust that. Like, how is that even the case? All US has is navy. Otherwise, what is US going to do? Like, what is going to use military and air force? How? Most of the flex they do is through navy, and this is the biggest and most strongest country in the world. Like second number is literally half of it. 40 trillion economy to 20 trillion China. How does that even work? Like what $1 trillion of defense budget now? Where is that going? Right? If they don't have the strongest navy. I don't know. All right, I'll see you next time.